later in 2028 to open this to the public. Next slide. I'm running out of time. No, don't do it to me. Um, 4A, excuse me a second. So much for giving myself a warning. There we go. 4A, as I mentioned, this isn't shovel ready, it's in construction. We've started pouring some trail. It connects to Northwest 5, which was recently completed, and will connect Blandtown to Howell Mill Road. Also having a significant bridge over a CSX corridor a little ways past the left image. Next slide. I'll try and race as much as I can. Anoda Park. Really looking forward to opening this later this year. It's going to be a great addition to the west side, Westview, West End community. Just over at the top of the slide there, you can't really see it, Kipps Drive Academy. It will have 3 connections to the West Side Trail, and it's just going to be a great addition for everybody in that area of town. Looking forward to later this summer, early fall for completion. Next slide. And my last one, this is going to be so cool, and these slides don't do it justice. The bike park that we're building at Franklin Park will be one of a kind due to a great donor and some additional work from Atlanta Beltline Partnership in order to move this forward. And recently we've gotten some additional funding. So we're going to start work on the design and construction of the mountain bike trail through the existing woods. This is going to be a fabulous addition to the city, and I can't wait for the opening. And hopefully we might have some professional bike riders showing us how to really enjoy this. And with that, I will turn it over to Joe to talk about transportation.
Thank you, Kevin. Great to be here, especially with good news that last Friday, June 5th, we launched the ATL Spoke, a 12-month autonomous shuttle pilot in Southwest Atlanta. This project is designed to provide greater connectivity through last mile service to MARTA Rail. The ATL Spoke pilot provides free daily rides between the MARTA West End station, as you see here, and Beltline Southwest Trail near Lee and White, which is home to restaurants, entertainment venues, training facilities, and the new Grady Health Clinic, and much more. As part of phase 2, the route will expand to include the Atlanta University Center in late summer, just in time for the new school year. Residents, students, visitors will finally have high-frequency last-mile connection and gain a glimpse of the future of mobility in Atlanta, combining innovation, sustainability, accessibility, and an easy-to-use experience. The pilot operates 7 days a week. Regular hours are from noon to 10 p.m., with vehicles arriving at a high frequency about every 12 to 15 minutes during operating hours. On FIFA World Cup game days, the operation schedule will be extended to 16 hours from 8 a.m. till midnight. Operations will run all year with exceptions for 3 major holidays: Thanksgiving, Christmas Day, and New Year's Day. Best of all, the entire 12-month pilot program is completely free to ride. Next slide. The ATL Spoke pilot, first and foremost, is a learning project for us. It's designed to not only test technology, but also identify how autonomous operations on a higher capacity transit vehicle and providing service under real-world operating conditions in Southwest Atlanta work. This project is in full partnership with the Georgia Transportation Efficiency Authority, City of Atlanta, MARTA, and our operator BEEP. The Atlanta's first autonomous public transit service pilot is here, and the first of its kind. Safety and accessibility are key priorities. Every ATL Spoke shuttle is ADA accessible, will have an onboard attendant, and is equipped with advanced sensor technology to ensure secure, smooth journey. The service operates with a fleet of Carzan E-Jest automated vehicles and carrying about 12 passengers each. Beyond demonstrating technology, we look forward to the pilot to help us gauge customer perception, as this is the first time in an autonomous vehicle for many of the passengers, as we experienced in our initial launch period. But we also want to identify how the first last mile connections from MARTA Rail to the Beltline serve the activity center for both local residents and visitors alike. For more information, you can find us at atlspoke.com, where we'll update information as the pilot goes on. And we look forward to seeing you at the station. I'm going to pass this on to Dennis.
All right, thank you, Joe, and good evening, everybody. As our city continues to experience rapid growth, affordable housing production remains one of Atlanta's highest priorities, and we have a mandate to create or preserve 5,600 units of affordable housing within the Beltline tax allocation district, and we're required to do that by 2030. To date, we have created 4,425 affordable units, specifically within the Beltline tax allocation district, and another over 2,600 units within the Beltline planning area, about a half mile outside of the TAD. Altogether, over 7,000 affordable homes have been delivered so far within Beltline communities. It's also noteworthy to share that 1,200 of these units are directly the result of the City of Atlanta's inclusionary zoning ordinance, which was legislation championed by our mayor in 2018, back when he served on city council. None of this work would be possible without our mission-aligned development partners and the strong collaboration we have with Invest Atlanta, the City of Atlanta, Georgia DCA, Atlanta Housing, the Development Authority of Fulton County, Atlanta Public Schools, and many others. We continue to maintain a strong and active pipeline of development. This chart shows ABI's housing production since 2006. And you can see since 2019, we've worked hard to more than double the amount of affordable housing production within the Beltline tax allocation district. We're 79% of the way toward that 5,600 unit goal today. And we need to average less than 250 units a year to meet it. However, at our current pace and with our current pipeline, we do expect to exceed it. We currently have about 500 units of affordable housing in our pipeline that we're expecting to close this year. Many of those units on ABI-owned property. We also have a strong pipeline as we look forward to 2027. We're also actively working on real estate deals across nearly 80 acres of ABI-owned property, and you can learn more about those plans and our progress on our website, and be on the lookout for more announcements on those projects later this year. While I'm proud of the progress, and I'm even more proud of the impact that this work is having on the everyday lives of others, including some of our most vulnerable, it's very easy to get lost in the data and lost in the day-to-day work of this, but I wanted to share a short video highlighting one of our recently opened affordable housing developments, which showcases the why we do this work.
I'm Bill Watson. My former occupation at U.S. Navy. I've been a resident of Skyline almost 7 days, so this is totally a new experience for me. It's the part of being here at the start of something before it gets actually started. Like the new MARTA rail station that's coming here across the street, and also the Beltline. You know, for someone in a wheelchair, it feels like you're included. You know, I still have a natural way of life. So this is really a change, not for Atlanta, but another change for the people of Atlanta. You know, when you look at something like this from the outside, you're like, oh, I can't afford that. It was an opportunity for me that I could afford. And so I think whatever programs that made this possible for people like me and in my condition as well, to feel included.
My name is Mohammed Azizuddin. I'm the project manager and owner representative for Medina Equities and Skyline Apartments. So 100% of all the units here are affordable. And affordable housing for us is not about free rents, it's about making sure that people who are the regular, ordinary people who can't fit into a certain income bracket are allowed to be here.
I can actually get on the Beltline right here behind the complex and go straight to the park. getting downtown quicker than I've ever been able to do in Atlanta. You know, even on the wheelchair yourself.
We wouldn't be able to do a program like this if it wasn't from funding from our funding partners like the Beltline. It's an old saying that says, many hands make light work. Without the Beltline, this would not have worked.
I have a place I can be proud of once again. A new place to call home.
Hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Skyline Apartments is serving 250 households, earning 60% of area median income or less. Many thank yous to Medina Equities, Exact Capital, Invest Atlanta, Georgia DCA, and LISC for helping to make that project a reality. As we look forward, we're very excited to share updates on our 579 Garson Drive project. This is just days away now from a financial closing and starting construction. Going forward, this development will be branded, and you'll hear us refer to it as the Overlook at Garson. And it'll include 130 affordable housing units serving households between 50 to 80% of area median income. And this will also have a 9,000 square foot commercial space within it that we will offer to local businesses at affordable rates. We named it the Overlook at Garson because residents and patrons will have a great view of Peachtree Creek and a portion of the Beltline Trail connector that will run directly behind the building. This site is also close to the Lindbergh MARTA station. So many thank yous for this deal to Penrose Development, Radiant Development Partners. They've been working very, very hard to get this project started. So thank you very much. Also, deals like this do not happen without strong collaboration across agencies throughout the city. This is a testament of a lot of hard work from folks from Georgia DCA, Atlanta Housing, Invest Atlanta, the Atlanta Urban Development Corporation, the mayor's housing team. So thank you all for your support and collaboration. We'll be starting construction just as soon as we can, but we will hold a groundbreaking ceremony in August. So be on the lookout for that. We hope you can attend it. And we will start to pre-lease this building early part of next year. With that, that concludes my remarks for the night. I will now hand it over to Kara Lively, our Director of Economic Development. Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kara Lively. I am our Economic Development Director for Atlanta Beltline, Inc. As you see on this slide, our department focuses on a lot of different elements from supporting small businesses, workforce development, commercial affordability, and also supporting our partners in our commercial districts across the corridor. We want to, for the small business side, just share, I know Megan mentioned earlier, we want to really encourage local entrepreneurs to make sure they register for opportunities to showcase their business during the Beltline Fest and Summer of Soccer series. So please make sure that you register today. We're really excited to support small businesses here in Atlanta through those efforts. But I'd like to start today with a quick update on our digital access and innovation work. Some of you participated with us in focus groups and workshops as we developed our digital access and smart corridor strategy to leverage the fiber and telecommunications network that we have around the Beltline corridor. As I talked about at the last quarterly briefing, this effort is focused on leveraging our infrastructure to address the digital divide, enhance the Beltline user experience, and bring to bear alternative revenue streams to help make the Beltline project more sustainable for generations to come. We are so excited to share with you a project progress update. As you know, we're a catalyst for economic mobility, community connectivity, and inclusive growth. And a major part of this is expanding our digital access through the Beltline through offering high-speed internet and public Wi-Fi opportunities. And we are excited to start delivering those on the trail to serve our underserved communities and the communities at large. We're leveraging the upcoming FIFA World Cup games to begin making these critical investments that will help deliver community benefits long past the games. By providing public Wi-Fi zones to residents, visitors, and local businesses, we're actively leveling the digital playing field here in Atlanta, empowering communities historically left on the wrong side of the connectivity gap. We're also serving as a model for smart corridor development, equipping the trail with the US launch of Honeywell's Smart Cities City Suite platform, which will really be a way to set the model for what can be done to create efficiencies in these types of public projects. So on the next slide, just a reminder to those of you we've talked about, we have 22 smart hub sites of technology that are equitably going to be across the 18 miles of open Beltline Trail as part of this first phase of work. These sites are going to include public Wi-Fi access zones and digital wayfinding kiosks. Near the Beltline Marketplace locations, we'll have a few additional technologies that we'll be piloting, including smart trash cans, camera visualization, AI technology, and EV charging stations somewhat near the sites. And then at the Pittsburgh Yard access point and the Freedom Parkway Marketplace locations, the Nourish and Bloom autonomous grocery concept will also be piloted. So we're very excited to say that Freedom Parkway, Pittsburgh Yards, Irwin, and the Glenwood sites are nearing substantial completion this week. We're also excited that Nourish and Bloom will have a soft opening next week with their grand opening set for June 25th at the Beltline access point at the back of Pittsburgh Yards. Work will slow down some over the FIFA World Cup period so that we can be mindful of crowds. But in general, as the work occurs at these additional locations, will always include an installation of a safety fence and silt fencing to support the underground and concrete work and the installation of the technology. However, no permanent blocking of pedestrians or trails will need to occur, and any temporary moving of equipment through the area will utilize cones and people for traffic control. Ongoing construction updates are shared to the public as we advance this project. We have a project website, so please check that out. And at the intersection of this technology and infrastructure is social responsibility, and that's really at the heart of what we're doing. We're bringing vital digital access, economic support, and housing stability to communities that have long been overlooked in Atlanta's rapid growth. We want to showcase through this effort how technology, when deployed intentionally, can become a powerful tool for transformation. Next slide. I also want to share some of the amazing work that's underway under our workforce development portfolio. We are partnering with the Atlanta Technical College to offer a no-cost healthcare workforce pilot program. And this is designed to prepare residents for in-demand healthcare careers with strong earning potential and opportunities for long-term growth. The program is specifically designed to help connect residents on our west side and southwest Beltline neighborhoods to these meaningful career pathways and employment opportunities. For those of you that are interested, the training opportunities are going to include a nurse aide fast track, fundamentals of medical assisting, phlebotomy technician fast track, patient care technician assistant, and pharmacy technician, patient account specialist, and geriatric care technician trainings. So we're really excited about this pilot program. The enrollment closes June 15th, so that's right around the corner. and the classes are filling up quickly. So please make sure if you're interested, you register right away. So with that, I want to transition back to Sam. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks, Kara. And the community engagement team has been really busy. We've been hosting hybrid meetings, virtual public meetings on lots of different topics, from Murphy Crossing to Chapel Road to trail projects to connector trail projects and planning projects. We're going to be taking a quick pause on public meetings during the FIFA World Cup, but we'll be actively in the community connecting with residents and visitors, such as during Beltline Fest and popping up at other community-centered activities. In addition to our public meetings, our team has been engaging older adults at the Helene S. Mills Senior Center on the East Side through walking programs and Beltline Bingo. We've also been collaborating with lots of other Atlanta organizations. Finally, our team has been reimagining how to successfully engage Atlanta's youth. So with that, I'll introduce Rashida Williamson, Community Engagement Manager, to introduce our new Junior Achievement Program. Next slide. Take it away, Rashida.
Thank you, Sam. Again, I'm Rashida Williamson, a community engagement here. Well, community engagement manager here with the Atlanta Beltline, and my primary focus is youth engagement. So part of that means the Atlanta Beltline Academy, which is creating a meaningful opportunity for young people to explore, learn about, and actively engage with the transformative work happening across the Beltline. So that means connecting students to real-world experiences that help them cultivate the next generation of leaders, innovators, and community builders who will help shape Atlanta's future. So a key goal of the Atlanta Beltline Academy is, of course, to build collaborative partnerships that expand educational access and opportunities for youth. So we're excited to announce that our newest partnership with Junior Achievement of Georgia is a great one. So together we're creating a Beltline pathway, which is going to be within the JA BizTown simulation experience at the JA Chick-fil-A Discovery Center of Atlanta. So this innovative partnership is just going to introduce to at least 15,000 students annually from our TAB partners, Atlanta Public Schools, but others such as the DeKalb County School District and Fulton County Schools, for them to understand the Beltline's vision. Also exposing them to entrepreneurship, workforce development, and community impact through the hands-on learning experiences. So this collaboration is going to represent another step toward realizing that the Beltline's vision of building a more connective and opportunity-rich Atlanta for generations to come. For more information about the Atlanta Beltline Academy and Junior Achievement of Georgia, we're going to drop those links in the chat. And next, I'm going to pass it over to Forrest Rose, our Senior Community Planner.
Hey, good evening, everybody. I'm Forrest Rose. I'm going to give you guys some planning updates, what's going on at ABI. So the sub-area master plan is wrapping up this month. This is an update that's designed to serve as a policy tool for the city of Atlanta as they implement zoning and land use decisions and planning. What we did was we made recommendations around future land use, transportation, green space, parks, mobility, and the final plan should be getting adopted this month by City Council. We're also wrapping up our historic and cultural resource study. This has been a year-long effort, and this work's focused on ABI's owned and controlled assets and properties. We recently presented our challenges and opportunities report to the public, and we'll publish that final report on our website later this summer. Our next steps include finalizing the ABI-oriented recommendations and guidelines and begin to implement those as well in 2026. And then lastly, our sub-area 7 master plan. So this is our final of 10 sub-area master plans that needs to be updated. The original plan was done in 2009, so it's been many years at this point. If y'all aren't unfamiliar with that area, it includes the Armour-Otley District, Lindbergh-Marta Station, Piedmont Hospital area, Bobby Jones and Bitsy Grant facilities, as well as several residential neighborhoods. So we're targeting a public kickoff for that later this year. And I'm going to pass it over to Amina Cooper to provide updates on arts and culture.
Good evening. I am so excited to share an update on the arts and cultural activities coming up on the Beltline. In November, we announced the second opportunity to join the Atlanta Beltline Artist Pre-Qualified Artist Registry, a new resource for the program selection of artists and arts groups for ongoing and pop-up public art projects on the Beltline Trail and Corridor. Visual and performing artists across all media were invited to respond to an open call for artist qualifications. And after a robust period of review by a panel of arts and cultural experts, I am really thrilled to announce that this spring we welcomed an additional 57 artists and artist groups to our registry. Next slide, please. Several upcoming mural projects are planned for the Beltline Trail, including two exciting projects on the West Side Beltline Connector in Atlanta's historic West Side neighborhood on Jones Avenue, as well as Cameron Madison Alexander Boulevard. The commissioned artists were chosen by an artist selection panel composed of local residents and neighborhood leadership, chaired by members of the Beltline Public Art Advisory Committee. We're super excited to formally announce the selected artists very soon and see their creative visions come to life. Next slide. And finally, we are thrilled to invite everyone to join the 2026 Lantern Parade on Saturday, September 19th. Created and presented by Chantel Ritter and the crew of Grateful Gluttons, the Atlanta Beltline Lantern Parade brings together thousands of people and hundreds of lanterns for a festive evening of creativity, community, and magic. Leading up to the parade this year, we'll be hosting free lantern making workshops throughout the city, and everyone is welcome to participate. We are also encouraging community groups, schools, nonprofits, businesses, neighborhood organizations, bands to join our procession this year. So whether you're creating a lantern or you're parading with a group, or simply just coming to enjoy the festivities this year, we hope that you'll join us in September. Please visit our website to learn more. And with that, I would love to welcome back Samantha.
Thanks so much, Amina, and thanks to everyone for giving those updates and for joining us tonight. So this is our first Q&A. This one will be a short one, about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll go into our feature presentation. Questions and comments can now be typed in the Q&A chat, or if you are joining us by phone, you can press *9 on your telephone keypad to raise your hand. Someone from my team will notify us, and we'll ask you to unmute yourself to ask your question. If you're joining us via Facebook Live, please feel free to participate in the comments section. Someone on our staff will make sure I see your questions. So I see our first question is from John Matthews. And Kevin, I'm going to turn it over to you after I read this question. So can you please explain why the Peachtree Creek Bridge failed? Also, and more importantly, why are we now looking at an additional 2 years to complete? Do you know what the new bridge design will be?
Yes, thank you very much. We learned when we started placing concrete on the bridge that there were some obvious and serious design issues that were unanticipated. As a result of that, the decision was made that we needed to deconstruct that bridge, hire a new design firm, the internationally recognized bridge designer known as T.Y. Lin. The design of the new bridge will basically mirror what was done before, but there will be additional details to the construction that will make it more robust and, most importantly, safer for users. And that's been the primary focus of why we decided to, if you will, abandon the first bridge and go back literally to the drawing board in order to create something that no one has to worry about.
Thank you, Kevin. We have a phone attendee. If you would like to press *6, you can unmute yourself and ask your question. We'll go back to the phone attendee that has their hand raised, and we have a couple in the chat we'll address, and then we'll come back to that phone attendee. So Kevin, I have questions for you again on Southside Trail opening up. So please confirm the total Southside Trail will be open tomorrow.
Yes, I will confirm that.
Awesome. Thanks, Kevin. And then is there any transit or non-car options to get to the Beltline opening ceremony tomorrow at Pittsburgh Yards? That might be a Kevin and Joe tag team question.
Yes, as was noted on our public announcements, there is no parking at Pittsburgh Yard. So that you would have to take Lyft or Uber. I'm sure there are buses that go by, or use the newly opened Southside Trail and the existing Southside Trail 1 in order to get to it.
Awesome. Thanks, Kevin. And if folks go to some of the links that we dropped in the chat for the ribbon cutting, it has the MARTA bus line that you can take to and the best way to get to Pittsburgh Yards. Brianna, I see your question. Are there any volunteer opportunities available? That's a great question. In our next, and Rashida just put in the chat some volunteer opportunities. We got lots, especially with the Beltline Fest and World Cup right now. So definitely check those out. And it will also, our feature presentation is the Atlanta Beltline Partnership, and they handle all of our volunteer opportunities. So you'll learn a little bit more about it shortly too. So that's a perfect question to tee us up. Let's see. Al Weekly, did I miss the Chapel Road project update on your slide, or is it just not on the slide? That's a great question. So to keep everything more condensed, and we didn't have an update at this time since it's still in procurement, the Chapel Road project. So we kept it really focused on the main updates for the housing team. So it was not on the slide at the time, but there is some more information coming soon on that project. And Dennis, feel free to chime in there if you have anything else in terms of Chapel Road.
Yeah, I will say there's another project we're working on at Chapel Road at 350 Chapel, and that is in design, going through permitting right now. We hope to close on financing and start construction on that as early as August, and that'll be 218 units of affordable housing. The larger assemblage we own across the street at 425, as Sam mentioned, is the first phase of that. Is still an open procurement, but we are making good progress. Hope to make some announcements on that in the coming months.
Thanks, Dennis. We have one from Sasha. Will there ever be a time where you will educate pedestrians on how to navigate the Beltline so that it is safe and inclusive for everyone? For example, most walk 3+, slower traffic absolutely does not stay to the right, dog leashes, long, causing very unsafe accidents with cyclists. Kevin, I saw you come off mute, and then I'll turn it over to you. And then if Megan Gibbons also wants to answer.
Sure. This frankly has been an issue since we opened the East Side Trail, I believe, back in 2012. And we have tried various communication programs. We currently have one with banners and signage. And it's very hard to, at least in my opinion, to get people to change their personal behavior when they are ignoring those around them. And I think it's important to note too, it's not just pedestrians and dogs on leash. It's bike riders, it's scooters, it's hoverboards, it's everybody, depending on where you are in the corridor. Obviously, West Side Trail, not quite as crowded, not quite the same experience. I think you'll find that, at least for now, on the south side. East side is obviously a destination and is something that attracts the greatest number of people at the moment, which just makes for a lot of people in a small space. And I'm sure some of my associates have further things to add.
Yeah, thanks, Kevin. Megan.
Yeah, thanks, Kevin. So yeah, we've been trying to roll out a really robust etiquette campaign. And so as Kevin talked about, we've got, signage up on the trail. We're also trying to do some updates and education campaigns on social media, but we're also doing pop-ups along the trail where our staff is going out there. We're also coordinating with our new ambassadors who are also working with trail users to help reinforce etiquette opportunities as they see it.
Thanks, Megan. And Lynette, did you have something to add as well?
Yeah, I did want to. Thank you for the question. We'll also be exploring in the fall. Our team will be working in the next couple of months on a campaign to really inform and educate students, because we know that they are a big part of the trail. And on some of the feedback that we received about some students, not all, is how to encourage appropriate trail etiquette for students on the trail as well. So hopefully, we develop that and roll that out sometime later this year.
Thanks, Lynette. I'm going to go back to the phone attendee before we go to our feature presentation. The number is 67852 that has their hand raised. Would you like to press *6 to unmute yourself and ask your question? Still not hearing anything. So we'll do one more question live and then go to our feature presentation. Kevin, do you want to share the date for completion for the I believe it says Murphy and Dill Spur. I believe it's the Murphy and Oakland City connector, pretty much the same thing, but just that's our Beltline term project name.
As I mentioned in the presentation, we're somewhere between 60 and 90% design. 90% we start permitting. Our goal is to have this hopefully ready to bid later this year or early next year, and anticipate that it will be approximately a 15 to 18-month project whenever it is able to start moving dirt and building this fabulous connection through this neighborhood.
Thanks, Kevin. And now I'll turn it over to our CEO, Clyde Higgs. He's going to introduce our feature presentation. And in the meantime, too, I will mention that we will finish answering the Q&A questions that are still in there at our second Q&A. So Clyde, feel free to take it away.
Sam, that was a little snafu. That was for you to do what I sent you. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about
All
that.
good.
Okay.
So thank you for everybody for their wonderful questions and comments. So at this time, I'd like to introduce the Atlanta Beltline Partnership, which serves as the philanthropic and fundraising arm of Atlanta Beltline, Inc. They're helping to secure the resources needed to implement the Beltline vision. So now I will turn it over to Rob Bronner, our Executive Director of the Atlanta Beltline Partnership, to take it away.
Thank you, Sam, and good evening, everybody. Thank you for spending your evening with us. We're glad to be here. Glad you're here. As Sam said, for those who may not be familiar with the partnership, we're the nonprofit organization that supports the Beltline vision. We do that through fundraising, donor-supported programming, as well as advocating for the Beltline. And we've got a small but mighty team that works every day to connect individuals and companies, nonprofit partners, and foundations to the real boundless opportunities that the Beltline offers. And I want to, thank my team for the hard work that they do and for their commitment to the Beltline, and thank Atlanta Beltline, Inc. for the partnership that we have with you all to advance the full vision of the Beltline. So you've heard tonight about the incredible, if you can go back just a second, you've heard tonight about the incredible progress being made on Beltline Parks and Trails. So thank you, Kevin. And what you may not know is that donors have been making significant investments through the Atlanta Beltline Partnership since the very beginning of the project. And these philanthropic funds work alongside public funding to make this progress possible. If you go to the next slide, to date, we are in an active $180 million Advancing the Vision campaign. We've raised more than $170 million of that so far. Trails are the largest component at about close to $117 million. I'm proud to say we are 100% complete there, which has helped to give ABI the resources that they need to complete the full Beltline Trail corridor. For parks, we've raised about 86% of our $40 million goal and are still closing out the fundraising for the last bit of Venoda Park and phase 2 of the bike park and trails, so the bike trails that Kevin had mentioned earlier. And the donors also support many programs and initiatives of both the Atlanta Beltline Partnership and Atlanta Beltline, Inc. And one of the largest programs is the Legacy Resident Retention Program. And this is an essential resource for homeowners along the Beltline. We are still raising funds for this critical program, which you will hear more about later in our presentation. You can go to the next slide. The South Side Trail ribbon cutting tomorrow is a milestone moment, not just for the Beltline, but for the communities that have waited years to see the vision come to life. Donors' investments work alongside the Tax Allocation District, the Special Service District, and federal funding to make this a reality. And we are very grateful to the Robert W. Woodruff Foundation and the James M. Cox Foundation for their leadership and historic investments alongside other donors that are enabling the Beltline to complete the corridor. Next slide. Our donors also believe that all communities should have access to great green spaces, and they are investing heavily in 2 parks on the west side of the Beltline. So Noda Park, which you heard about, is one of the most anticipated green spaces along the corridor, a community gathering place designed for the neighborhood with open green space, play areas, and room to breathe. And just up the Beltline, the bike park and trails at Shirley Park, Franklin Park are taking shape, as you saw in the photos from Kevin. This is really going to be one of the most inclusive spaces on the Beltline. It's going to bring together families, singles, it's going to be beginners to competitive expert riders, spectators, people with disabilities, with ADA accessible portions of it, residents and visitors, and really all socioeconomic and racial backgrounds across mountain biking, BMX biking, and much more. And this will truly be a destination where Atlanta comes together. And we are grateful to the donors on the next slide who have already contributed to both amazing parks on the Beltline's west side. We have less than $6 million left to raise to meet our philanthropic goals here. Going to the next slide, I want to recognize Tamia Goodman, who oversees our entire Engage programming that is supported by donors. Tamia is out of the country, so for better or for worse, you have to hear from me, but she and her team do a fantastic job on using donor funds to support programming that builds public support for the Beltline and equips Beltline residents and neighbors to really make the trail a meaningful part of their daily lives. Our work is focused across 3 areas: wellness, engagement, and volunteers. And each one's designed to build connection, encourage intentional movement, and deepen community ownership of the Beltline. And one of the things that I'm most proud of on the next slide is how we show up for people's health. Right? Our health and wellness programming promotes accessible fitness and wellness for everyone along the corridor. And this includes free fitness classes, Walk with the Doc, the Atlanta Beltline Race Series, weekly run club, and youth fitness programming. And these programs really meet people where they are, right? On the trail, in a park, in the community, help them learn how to use the Beltline to get to great destinations and live that healthy lifestyle. They're also all made possible with donor support. And for our free fitness programming, I do want to recognize Elena Rash, who oversees and manages all the free fitness programming. This is really one of the most direct ways that donors see their investment come to life on the trail. So far this year, we've welcomed more than 2,400 participants across 150 free fitness classes, right? Everything from yoga and dance fitness to skating and tennis, all of it right on the Beltline. And in the process, we also support the instructors and help them get access to new customers and to grow their business as well. We also got a grant from the Atlanta Falcons Youth Fund, specifically to help expand youth fitness. So we are in the beginning stages of launching more youth fitness programming than ever before. We worked with the Atlanta Track Club on their Kilometer Kids program to bring that to the Beltline. We also have tennis, youth tennis at Washington Park, located right on the West Side Trail. And we'll be launching swim classes this summer at pools that are easily accessible via the Beltline. Our race series and run club have also had a strong year. We've seen 3,700 race series participants cross the finish line on Beltline trails thus far. And we are selling out months in advance. So we're excited to launch the new Southside race on August 1st. So with the opening of the Southside Trail, very excited to help people discover that. We also have a weekly run club with the Atlanta Track Club that's had close to 1,300 participants, meets every week and rotates around the entire Beltline on Thursdays. And these programs give people a reason to keep coming back to the trail and to make new friends and connect with better health and with a great social activity. I know one of the attendees had asked about volunteers and volunteering opportunities. So we are very excited to offer that for the Atlanta Beltline. I want to recognize Lindsay Calhoun, who does a really wonderful job since she joined us about a year ago, really building this program out. So this year, over 1,300 volunteers have already contributed more than 3,300 hours. They're caring for the Beltline through trail cleanups and event activations. They help it, as we said, events like FIFA and Beltline Fest. And then they adopt the Beltline project as well, and really just do all the things that make our events and make the trail really look great. They're the heartbeat of this work, and they show up because of what they believe for the Beltline and what it can do in Atlanta. And it's really a great way if you want to have ownership of the Beltline and be part of it to join us. And so we leverage the community's capacity to take real ownership of the Beltline through the volunteer program. We have a number of different levels. It includes lead volunteers, tour guides, workshop and program facilitators, folks who help to keep the Beltline clean, partner activations, and much, much more. If you go to volunteer.beltline.org, we have a new portal that's going to make it even easier to sign up and unlock all the opportunities for how you can help make the Beltline happen. And then beyond fitness, donors also help us connect people to the Beltline story, to its history, to its growth, to its future, to get out on the trail in the parks. I want to recognize Brittany Lawford, who oversees a lot of these engagement programs through public and private bike tours, bus tours, walking tours, the sport we do with art on the Atlanta Beltline. We give people a chance to experience the Beltline from a perspective that they can't get anywhere else. And very importantly, all of this work is made possible through the generosity of donors, sponsors, and partners. And we sincerely appreciate their support. I want to thank them publicly. And now access, going to turn this over to Marion Davis on our team. You know, access to the Beltline really means more when people can stay in their neighborhoods. Donors support vital programs that empower residents to stay in their communities, advance economically, and build wealth. And so Marion Davis, our Empower Program Manager, will share more about that with you.
Absolutely. Good evening, everyone. I'm Marion Davis. I'm the Empower Program Manager at the Atlanta Beltline Partnership. And as the Beltline grows, so does the pressure on our long-term residents. And our job is just to make sure that the growth doesn't come at the cost of the people who have been in these neighborhoods for the entire time. So our Legacy Resident Retention Program is our most direct response to the displacement. To date, we've helped 276 homeowners to navigate the rising property taxes. We've covered those increases so that no payment is required, and the result has been a $9.2 million wealth increase for our low-income homeowners along the Beltline corridor. That's 276 families who get to stay in the communities that they've helped to build and shape. And we're really grateful to the donors, of course, that help those homeowners to navigate this through their donations and their support, including the Robert Woodford Foundation, Georgia Power, Rocket Community Fund, Delta, Bank of America, the Tool Charitable Foundation, Google, Truist, Kaiser Permanente, and the Annie E. Casey Foundation. Next slide. So beyond the Legacy Resident Retention Program, we support our residents through workshops that build financial literacy knowledge and tools, help them with tax appeal, education, home ownership, preservation, as well as just anything that can support them as they continue to face certain pressures, external pressures through the internal partnerships that we create every day. Our workshops include that financial literacy. We'll also have a housing fair this year. And each workshop will bring our partners, experts, subject matter experts that are committed to making sure that the residents have the knowledge and the tools that they need to build the lasting wealth. We're always grateful to our program supporters, our donors, but we're also grateful to those who donate their time as well to help us execute these programs. Volunteer efforts are really impactful in these spaces as well. It gives us an accessible opportunity for the community, and these workshops are completely free, so everyone gets a chance to enjoy what we have to offer. If you would like to learn more about our Empower workshops, you can access them at beltline.org/empower. We have really wonderful events coming up, and we'd be really excited to see you guys soon. I'll turn it back over to Rob, and he will talk to you about more of that boundless impact that your donors, sponsors help to create for our programming.
while we're waiting for Rob, I can start things up. So
I'm
and Rob,
sorry,
feel
Sam.
okay, there you go.
I totally forgot to come off of mute, and I apologize. Obviously, I'm not Nicole Love. Nicole oversees all of our corporate partnerships and individual giving. Unfortunately, she had a situation come up this evening, last minute, and wasn't able to join us. But Marion, thank you for that update. Really behind everything that we've talked about, you've heard it, right? There's someone who chose to invest in Atlanta's future. Corporate partners and individual donors make it possible for us to connect people, improve health outcomes, create opportunities, and build stronger communities along the Beltline. And your support is creating impact that reaches far beyond the trail itself to people and into community. So for the companies in the room tonight, there are meaningful ways to connect your organization to the Beltline's work. Many choose to sponsor flagship programs like Atlanta Beltline Art, the South's largest temporary public art exhibit, or the Atlanta Beltline Race Series, which welcomes all ages, strollers, and dogs across North Side, West Side, and East Side trails. Others have joined our Connector Circle, which aligns corporate support with mission, values, and marketing goals. Connector Circle members engage their employees through volunteer events, bus, bike, and walking tours, health and wellness activations, and much, much more. You can learn more about this at beltline.org/give. We're also proud to recognize the companies that have joined the Connector Circle, from the Atlanta Falcons Youth Fund and Chick-fil-A to Delta, Georgia Power, Bank of America, Kaiser Permanente, and many, many more. These are Atlanta's corporate leaders who understand that investing in the Beltline is investing in the city. And if your company would like to be part of this group, we'd love to talk. And there should be a link to how to do that in the chat. And it's not just the foundations and corporations that move the needle. Individuals, each of you here tonight, can be part of this. Every tax-deductible gift to the Atlanta Beltline Partnership fuels programs that strengthen and connect communities across Atlanta. We'd ask you to join our supporter program, and you also enjoy perks, Beltline shop discounts, complimentary tour and race registrations, special event invitations, and more. And you can learn more about this at beltline.org/donate. And if you'd like to dig deeper into the work that donors make possible, our annual report is available at beltline.org and by scanning the QR code on your screen. And then finally, there is a lot coming up, and we'd love to see you out there. Beltline Run Club meets every Thursday. We have free fitness classes all around the Beltline. This summer and fall, as you heard from Marion, we have tax appeals and home ownership workshops. And then we also have the South Side Beltline 8K and the East Side Beltline 12K in December. So for all events, you can always go to beltline.org/events to hear what's coming up. And so thank you for being here tonight and for your continued interest in and support of the Atlanta Beltline. And to learn how you can bring the Beltline to life, you can always go to beltline.org/support. And Sam, I will turn it back over to you.
Thanks so much, Rob. You did way better than I ever could. Thanks to y'all so much for this group for joining us tonight, and for the entire Atlanta Beltline Partnership team for being here. So it's our final question and answer session. And just a reminder, we're on Zoom and Facebook Live, so we'll be going between both. If you're a phone attendee, you can press *9 on your telephone keypad to raise your hand, and we'll help you unmute. Folks, the Q&A box is now open, so if you want to type in your question in there, and then Facebook Live attendees, you can use the comment section, and someone on my team will make sure I see your questions. So we have two from our last Q&A. So Sean, if you want to come off mute and answer the question about updates regarding the East Side Streetcar Extension. Thanks.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do not have an update for you on that. One thing that I can tell you, in addition to launching the ATL Spoke last week, is we will be doing a final presentation out to the community after FIFA with respect to the Beltline Transit Study. So we know that that's something that's kind of been a hanging chat, unfortunately for us, timing with everything else going on. But at some point this coming summer is when we expect to be able to report back out to the community with respect to the Beltline Transit Study. So stay tuned, more to come. Stay on us. Thanks.
Thanks, Sean. Lynette, next question's for you. I know we kind of touched on this with the last question about safety on the trail. This one's particularly about heavy, high-speed motorized dirt bikes that aren't allowed on the Beltline. Do you mind sharing some more details there?
Sure. Thanks, MP, for the question. And like Megan, like I mentioned, and Megan mentioned a few moments ago, there's a lot of things happening around safety, lighting, trail etiquette, et cetera, pop-ups. But the motorized vehicles do remain a challenge, and we're right with you. We are working, we have regular discussions with our partners about how to address this more comprehensively. And so you'll see some more strategies roll out at the end of the year where whether it's education, we're exploring even speed devices is something that we're looking at, operations in general, enforcement, um, all of this to really have a more comprehensive approach around that. But what we like to do is continue to document this from a data perspective. So if there's a non-emergency and but yet it's a safety concern that you witness, please make sure that you reach out to ATL 311 so that it's documented, so that we have more data as we're developing these strategies. And similarly, if there is a life-threatening emergency, please call 911 because they also too are tracking information to help inform us in how we approach this from a comprehensive standpoint related to speed on the Beltline. So we appreciate the question and stay tuned for more at the end of the year as we begin to roll out more strategies around that.
Thanks so much, Lynette. We have another question. Thanks, great info, great project. A small question. What are the diamond cut wires I see cut into the path by the skate park and Ansley Square are the ones I've noticed? Counters, potentially? Sean, do you want to answer that? Is that eco counter?
We have trail counters out, and there's two elements to it. There's an infrared beam that shoots across the trail, and then those triangles that are saw cut into the concrete have wires in them. And so if you know anything about electromagnetism, which I don't necessarily assume you do, but it induces currents when you move some metal over the top of it. So it creates electricity. And when there's no induction loop triggered, it's counted as a pedestrian. And when there is a induction of current, then it is treated as a bicycle for our trail count purposes. Hopefully that was easy to understand. Thanks.
Thanks, Sean. This next question's from Mia, and I'll turn it over to Kevin to answer it. So when the Beltline was first constructed, did no one think to have a designated lane for bikers or motorized vehicles so this would not be an issue in the future? Kevin, feel free to take it away.
Thank you, Mia, for your question, and I'll answer it in a couple of ways. First off, when the design was done for the original trail, it was predicated on the width of the trail being where we could fit it in the narrowest section of our right-of-way and allowing for dual track transit. I'm not sure anybody thought that within a few years we would have 1.5 million or whatever the number was users on the East Side Trail. Certainly when we designed that first portion, there weren't electric scooters, there weren't electric bikes, there weren't electric hoverboards, electric skateboards, whatever you want. So the answer is no, we did not envision that because we didn't know these were even on the horizon. It goes back to, I think people need to take responsibility for their own behavior and recognizing that they are not the only people using any section of this trail, and they need to be respectful of other people. I mean, that's the way I feel about it. If anyone else on the team has a different or an ancillary or supporting comment, feel free to jump in.
Thanks so much, Kevin. I think it's also just and that's a great question, Mia, but it's also going to be really interesting to see how flow and traffic changes with the South Side Trail opening tomorrow. That's going to be a huge piece and a big change to the Beltline with so much more connectivity to kind of help mitigate some of that traffic. Awesome. Do we have any other questions? Anything from Facebook? We'll check in with Facebook Live, but so far no questions. Okay, lovely. So we'll go to the next slide. Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for joining us tonight and being part of this meeting. We're piloting a new feedback survey, so we'd really love your participation here. So if you don't mind scanning the QR code on the screen, or you can use the link in the chat to participate. This is a very helpful feedback mechanism for us as we aim to hear from our community and remain responsive in our programming and how we conduct these meetings. And we can go to the next slide. And just huge thanks again to the Atlanta Beltline team and the Atlanta Beltline partnership for preparing and presenting these updates tonight. Most of all, I'd like to thank the audience here tonight for joining us in this virtual world. As a reminder, a recording of this meeting and the presentation will be available online at beltline.org/meetings. We'll see you all tomorrow at the ribbon cutting at Pittsburgh Yard. Thanks so much, y'all, and have a great night.